Welcome to the birthplace of college football, campus of Rutgers University in Piscataway, New Jersey, where the game will be a little more technical, but no less intense than that showdown with Princeton in 1869. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Boise State Broncos offense will have the first possession of the game. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry up. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
They're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the league.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
He's back to throw on second down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is made, but there is laundry on the deck, so we might be having a do-over.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Now from inside the red zone. Forced out of the pocket. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart, understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rutgers. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's King. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
That's caught. It's Willis. Quick step and go. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The Broncos in the hurry-up.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
He wants to throw here on second down. Caught. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for first and goal.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, at this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good. Still down by 6. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Going up top on first down. He looks that one in nicely.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now on second down. Now the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Shotgun snap on third down. Might be looking to run. It's complete on the right side. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. With that snag, he now has 4,000 yards receiving in his career.
And that's an incredible number to hit, man. Like, you've got to make...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Man, what a... Last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Now facing a 3rd and long. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd down, going up top. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I love that play call on 4th down because they go RPO, and essentially the football can go 3 different ways. He could have handed it off, he could have thrown for it, or just keep it himself. He took the latter option. It doesn't matter. That was the right decision on that play to keep this drive alive. Great job.
He's open on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving. He just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Gets it out fast.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On the move. And the Scarlet Knights are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Presley. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line. A run for the quarterback. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Already, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Scarlet Knights trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Bates. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. The throw. He finds his man. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. He caught it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He's looking to pass. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone,
makes the grab on the left side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Quarterback will audible. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He's into the end zone, and what a way to end the half. A touchdown, a two-point conversion, and that's how we'll go to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
The Broncos will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they build the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Buying some time. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback checking the play. On second down, they'll take to the air. They're trying to get to it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Broncos want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. looking to throw. Slips away. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going to run it. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. And the Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Rutgers! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to add another. And this one is good, and it's been anything but easy for him. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Riley. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
He'll keep it himself. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Broncos!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Makes his connection. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And you're seeing the best version of this guy this week, right? We know he threw 2 picks a week ago. We talked to him. He said it was a game he wanted to put behind him and just get refocused. You are seeing when he brings his A game to the park, he helps this offense be completely dynamic.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Got his man down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quickly complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat them.
Pocket starts to collapse. Touchdown, Rutgers! And the stomping has commenced. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Nelson. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Got it in the middle. It's Wagner. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Zings it complete to the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
And the Broncos are flying down the field. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Ball still on the 34 after the incompletion. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And This is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the score.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The give as they work on that clock. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Scarlet Knights are in the hurry up. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse